Hi, boys and girls. Welcome to week 26. I can't believe we're 26 weeks into the school year. And this is day one of daily math. So let's look at our first problem. It says if 4/5 equals 4 times 1/5, then blank times blank. Then 4/6 equals blank times blank. So we know our unit fraction is 1/5 because our denominator is 5. And a unit fraction means the numerator is 1, so 1/5. So if we look at this one, we've got 6 as our denominator. So we know that 6 is going to stay our denominator, and we're going to make this our unit fraction by putting it a 1, so 1/6. Now, if you come back to this problem, this 4 comes from the numerator. So we would have 4 1/5. So we could write this as an addition sentence, 1/5 plus 1/5 plus 1/5 plus 1/5 4 times. So if you come down here and we look at the numerator, it's a 4. So a 4 is going to go here. It's going to be 4 times 1/6 would equal 4/6. All right, John eats 4/12 of a sandwich. Emma eats 3/12 of the same sandwich. How much more sandwich did John eat than Emma? All right, so I'm going to go to my notebook for this. So we've got 4/12, and that's John. And we're going to go ahead and just draw a fraction bar for 4/12. All right, so 4/12. So I need to draw 12. So I'm going to get thirds, and then 6, and then just cut them in half. And now I have 12. 6 on the top, 6 on the bottom. I'm going to shade in 4. And that's how much of the sandwich John ate. All right, and then we have that Emma, so this is John. Then we have Emma, and she eats 3/12. All right, so I'm going to use a different color to represent Emma. I am just going to use, let's see, red. And Emma eats out on the same sandwich, kind of a pink red, 3/12. So how much more did John eat than Emma? Well, we can see that we shaded in 4/12 for John and 3/12 for Emma. So Emma's one piece short. So we know that each one of these pieces is 1/12. So if I could, I know it's hard to see since I use the same color, but if I wrote 1/12 in each one of these, then you can clearly see, sorry, that was a little wonky. You can clearly see that John ate one more piece than Emma, so therefore he ate 1/12 more. So this becomes a subtraction problem. 4/12 minus 3/12. Denominator stays the same. 4 minus 3 equals 1. So how much more did John eat? John ate 1/12 more. All right, let's look at the next one. It says list the factors of 90. Is this number prime or composite? All right, so we're going to start with our bookends. 1 times 90. So those are our largest and smallest factors. So remember, factors are numbers that you can multiply together to get a product. And in this case, we're trying to get 90. Now, I know 2 will work because 90 is an even number. So 2 times what equals 90? Well, half of 90 is 45. So 2 times 45 equals 90. I know that 3 will work. So 3 times what, though? And I know 3 will work because if I add, remember that rule, that divisibility rule, 9 plus 0 equals 9. And if I skip count by 3s, I land on 9. So I also will land on 90. So what times 3 gives us 90? Well, I know that 3 times 3 gives me 9. So if I just add my 0, 3 times 30 equals 90. All right, so will 4 work? It's an even number, so I should check it. And if I use my calculator, I can just type in 90 divided by 4. And if I don't get a number that doesn't have a decimal, a whole number, then I know it doesn't work. I know that 5 works because it ends in a 0. And any number that ends in a 5 or a 0, if I skip count by 5s, I'll land on it. So I know 5 works. So 5 times what equals 90? 5 times 18. And again, you can just use your calculator to do 90 divided by 5. Will 6 work? Well, we have to check it. And 6 does work. So we have to check it because it's an even number. Okay, so 6 times what? So if I look at this 3, this can help me. I doubled my 3 to 6, and I'm going to half my 13 to get 15. And I know that 6 times 15 does equal 90. Does 7 work? Again, just use your calculator. 7 does work. Does 8 work? I know 8 doesn't work because 8 times 11 is 88. And so if I went up 8 more, it'd be 96, which would be 8 times 12, and that's too big. I know 9 works. 9 times what? 9 times 10. All right, I know I'm finished because I've went in order with my factors, and I got all the way to 9 times 10, and there are no whole numbers between 9 and 10. So I'm finished. This one had a lot of factors in it. It had 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 9, 10, 15, 18, 20, 30, 45, and 90. So it had 6 factor pairs. That's quite a lot. So remember, a composite number has more than one factor pair or just 2 factors, one in itself. Because this one has so many, we know it's composite. All right, true or we have to figure out which one's larger. I like to just use the butterfly method for this one. 2 times 3 is 6. We learned lots of different methods last week. You're more than welcome to use a number line. You're more than welcome to use, fraction bars, whatever works for you. Finding common denominators. 5 times 1 is 5. I know that 6 is larger than 5, therefore 2/5 is larger. So 1/3 is less than 2/5. All right, I'll see you tomorrow for more daily math.